Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to actually be doing solo raid. Unfortunately, I missed the day because I was busy yesterday, so I didn't have time to play. When it ended up coming out, right? I was busy basically all day until like later tonight. So yeah, we have Harvester. I am again a day late, so I'm going to be doing the 1, 2, and 3 today. Well, I know some of you guys would be on 4, 5, and I believe 6, and then I reset today. You guys will be at 7, and then all the way to the challenge mode. So it is Harvester, right? Not a difficult boss actually. It should not be. We're gonna actually just challenge it, right? And then we're actually, I believe, if I can check, it's a fire enemy, right? Yeah, so weak to water. So you already know what I'm actually gonna bring. I think my teams here are actually already set from last time, which would be the ideal, you know, same team. But obviously, I mean, yeah, Mary wasn't out when the last solar ray was out, so I'm actually gonna switch some things up, and then we will go into the showcase. So give me a second. Alrighty, so I slapped this team together. This is Mary, Polly, Neon, and then Viper and Alice, right? Team should do fine because obviously Mary's going to be buffing up all the water characters here. If you guys don't remember, a little recap: Mary actually does buff up water code allies damage when she uses the, you know, full burst skill, right? All waters, the strong element, they get that. And then Neon is literally meant for this type of event, so you know, I'm not gonna bash Neon, but she sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead, right? We should do fine with this team. I mean, it's just the first stage, so it's not like they're not gonna be able to do what they're supposed to do, right? First stage is quite simple. Second stage, I want to say it only gets hard when you get to like the last stage, or not even hard. It just becomes like, you know, more tanky, but I think it's still the same. Now, Harvester is a boss that not many people fight. It's not a hard boss. I would say it's one of the easier bosses of the game. I honestly don't remember much about this boss, to be honest. I just know it's like a spider, right? Yeah, whatever this is. Some type of spider, so I know you gotta get rid of the legs, stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, bro, expect them to do okay, Nikke. Like sometimes, bro, I question why y'all do this to me. Right, and then okay, so this is like where Neon and you know, hopefully Neon just not, you can see her damage is you know, not the craziest, but what can you really do, right? Should be fine though, because everybody here is water basically, besides obviously what's her name, Alice, right? But you can see it works out just fine, right? So now this is our second rotation. So again, Neon still has her strong element buff, and then also from Mary as well, but Alice will just cook here, right? Obviously, like I said, this was like, what was the max damage here? It will say, what was the damage output? It was only 16 million, so like it's split somehow. I mean right, I mean, it is easier stages, so it's not like anything like, oh, da-da-da. Like, I'm not gonna bash Neon for not doing her job. Not that she's not doing her job. Like, I'm not gonna bash Neon for, like, you know what I mean? It's an easy stage, 16 million HP cap, right? Like, in a couple days, maybe I'll test it again, Neon, when obviously we're at like stage 7, right? Which would be in 2 days, or I guess tomorrow at reset, right? Because the reset for me now would be at 4, and the next reset, which would be on a Saturday. It also is full burst day today at reset. When this video comes out, the like reset of when this video comes out, full burst day will be out. So remember that. I believe it's actually Blacksmith and no, because Blacksmith is today. It's actually Modernia and Chatterbox, which is free, right? That's quite good. But yeah, this boss doesn't seem to be like, it's not doing anything. Maybe that's just me. Like, we're getting out healed, obviously. Like, we're just healing, so oh, so you don't want to attack those, do you? I don't think so. Okay, you want to attack these, not those gray ones. Oh, they tell you. Okay, so I guess those, like, they just tell you where they're gonna go, maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's what that gray thing just did. It was just telling us where those are going. Like, it was just showing us the pattern beforehand, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to exactly where they were going, but Yeah, we're not gonna die on a stage like this, right? Stage 2, quite simple. But you can see now that we've used our thing, right? You can kind of see. Actually, let me give it a second. So Neon has her buffs, right? Look. All right, that's damage, damage element, damage element, damage element, damage element, damage element, damage element. Like, she should be cooking. She's doing more than Alice, I guess. Right? That's a feat. Quite a big feat. Okay. I mean, this is not a showcase on Neon. I'm just like want to use Neon so badly. Just to like I didn't summon on. I mean, I got a first multi and for free, so it doesn't matter. I didn't spend money for Neon, but it's like I don't like these limited characters not having a use. So when they drop a boss like Harvester, where it's a fire enemy boss too, and Neon is gonna work here, like this is literally our best situation. I'm gonna use Neon, right? I want to use these limited characters, right? But yeah, it's not hard, at least, obviously. Like, I don't think solo raid gets hard until, like, honestly, until you get to like the challenge mode, which is the last mode. That doesn't even give you rewards. That's like the ranking system for the frames and stuff, right? Oh, actually, we need to check the frames and see what the frame is looking like for Harvester. It's probably gonna be mid because Harvester looks plain as hell. But okay, whenever this decides to load. Okay, I had to reopen the game, but yeah, so now we're on level 3, right? Now this is where it's gonna be not harder, but like now it's more tankier, so we can really see like damage output and stuff. I missed a bullet there, as you guys seen there, so that wasn't too good. It's actually, damn, that shit went far. I ain't gonna lie, that went quite far. Then we can go for the legs. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go for the legs or not, right? Right, because when it comes to solo raid bosses and like regular bosses, for example, right, like for example, the mechanics on, okay, let me see. So in the middle, I guess I'm just supposed to avoid those, or that's what I'm assuming, right? Okay, yeah, it's just showing me where they're gonna go. Come on. Okay, I blocked that, I guess. I don't know what that was, but yeah, you don't want to miss those. It's supposed to show you the gimmick. But okay, right now at this stage, that's not going to do damage. But again, the final stages, that's probably going to one-tap you. I mean, it's most likely will guarantee one-tap you. Right, we were just reloading there. All right. I would be running Modernia on average, right, where I wouldn't have to worry about reload, because my main team, my number 1 team is Modernia, Litter, Blanc, Noir, and then I think Privity, right? Which actually kind of hurts the team, right? Privity and Noir should not be on the same team, because I mean, I guess it just kind of cancels out, right? Noir increases your bullets, and then Privity lowers them, so, or decreases them. So what's her number that though? 10 million. I mean, like, she's performing after her buff, right? She's still not like great or anything like that, but she's definitely more useful than what she was before her buff, right? Like, I'll give Neon that, right? She's definitely more usable than where she was. Now, if you expect to be the best in the game, that's a different story. Can't really help you there. But to be fair, we are getting a massive attack. Like, she's getting the biggest attack buff ever. She's getting a massive attack buff from every time Polly uses her burst skill, every time we enter a full burst, because of how her skill and how Mary's skill works, right? So she's always going to get the biggest, like right here is a massive attack buff for her, right? Because they're not an attack buff, but damage buff, right? This is damage increase right here, right? Increase damage when attacking enemies with restricted element. Yeah, that's damage increase. She gets an attack buff from Mary. This is a damage buff, damage buff, damage buff, damage buff, damage buff, damage buff. And then this is a damage buff to parts. So you can see how, and then like this, you look at this character, this girl has way too much buffs, right? Damage, 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 just all damage, right? And it's like, this is how much she's doing, less than Viper, which isn't like, because Viper hits hard, right? Still, so it's not like that's like, you know, it's a bit weird, obviously, but it's not really surprising to me because my Viper does hit hard. So, but actually, my Viper has like level 0 T9 gear, actually, so it's a bit embarrassing there. right? She out damaged Alice, which is a fair, you know, it's for nice. Did the second highest, right? So you can see after her buff, she's definitely not useless, right? Clearly, which is good. So I like it. I think she might be decent for this, right? Depending on how well you built her and how much you built her. I don't even know if my Alice, or not my Alice, my I keep saying Alice, my Neon. I don't know if my Neon has let me double check. Does she have like her skills still? I don't know if I reset them or not. No, I did not. So I'm gonna keep them at level 5 skills. Yeah. So you can see, solo raid is actually quite simple. At least that buff doesn't seem to be hard at all. Only probably when you get to the last stages and stuff like that. I see there's co-op up there, so I'll probably do that on the live later on today. But yeah, it's your boy Zxous. Like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.